Hi, Karen. Welcome back in today.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm a little tired, but I'm doing good.
Okay, I hear that. I already hear some just exhaustion in your voice, and I definitely am looking forward to talking about the goals we set last week to see how you're doing. So we set two goals last week. The first one was for you to go to walking club twice a week for an hour, and the second one was to meal prep um, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's start off by talking about how the goal of walking club went.
Walking club was really fun. I kind of was a little hesitant just because, like I said, like I know some of my neighbors, but like I was a little nervous at how things would go if I pulled them behind. I was really nervous. But I went to walking club 2 times, like the goal. So I did reach my goal. I did go 2 times in the morning, but I really enjoyed it. It was nice to get out, be with, get to know my neighbors and get to know, be more social and get out there and not be so secluded and stuck with work or kids. So it was really a nice time, like socially, and also it was fun, like fun with physical activity. Like it's a good it's good. I accomplished the goal, and honestly, I feel like I could do a little bit more than 2 days a week, and that surprised myself too. That I want to do more than 2 days a week. So yeah.
Wow, that's great. I totally hear the happiness in your voice and you accomplishing that first goal. And it sounds like you found some other things in the walking club that are similar from other people that are similar to your strengths. So that's great. I'm glad that you got up and went to walking club twice that week. And yeah, and it's really great that you are even considering going more in the future. So that I'm really happy about that for you. But yeah, so let's talk about the second goal. So the second goal was to meal prep 3 days a week, and I know you're very limited on time. So tell me about how that goal went and how, yeah.
That goal was kind of tough for me. I didn't think 3 days would be a lot or be that hard, but I don't know. I wasn't able to meal prep 3 days during the past week. Just things just got kind of busy, and I don't think I managed my time as well. The kids had some sports competitions that evening, so I was kind of busy running there. And then also, since I do walking club in the morning, it was kind of tricky because I didn't pack my lunch in the morning because I was doing the club, and then I had to take the kids to school, and then I had to go to work. And then also in the evenings, like I said, they had sports competitions, games going on. I was just pretty busy in the evening. At the time, I was just exhausted. I mean, I did manage to do one day out of my 3-day goal, and it was nice. I liked it. It was nice to have something there, and also I didn't find myself overeating.
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to do the full 3 days.
Right, yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying, that this week you had some other barriers to reaching your goal of making meals 3 days a week, but that is, it does take a lot of time to make lunches 3 days a week. So I just want to applaud you on making your lunch for one day a week, because it sounds like you didn't overeat that day, and that's really great, because I know that you really want to reach that goal, your goals of not overeating, losing some weight.
Yeah.
So it's great. You have a lot of your strengths are definitely in getting it, like focusing on your physical activity, and I think that's great to work on right off the bat. And yeah, I just want to give you my support in your future goals of making more of your lunches. But yeah, just reflecting on that goal. I mean, don't worry about not making your lunch 3 days a week. Making it that one day is really awesome, and just want to maybe direct you towards thinking about some resources that could maybe help you make lunches for yourself while you still have time, while you still make time to go to the walking club. Are there any resources or people that you can think of that will maybe help you to motivate yourself even more to make lunches more often throughout the week?
I haven't really thought of it too much, but I know maybe if my kids kind of helped. I mean, they are old enough to make their own lunches for school. Usually I kind of pack it, and that kind of takes up the time to make my lunch or my food. So that's sometimes where I forget or I am just not motivated. So, but I feel like if we kind of did it together and as a family, that would probably help with reminding me and also giving me more time to make my own lunch if they're making their lunch.
Yeah.
And, so I feel like my kids could kind of help, could be a resource at least for me in that aspect of making a lunch and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely hear you saying that your kids can be of support for you, can give you support, and I think making it a family activity would help you become even more motivated to make lunches for yourself as well as them. And I think that's a great idea. Because I hear your motivations to really be more involved with your kids.
Yeah.
And since you're doing walking club and you've gone twice this week, I just want to point out that you really have motivations to change, and don't let that discourage you from making more lunches. Are there any things that you've really reflected about yourself this week that we can maybe talk about to motivate you to reach a higher goal of making more lunches or something like that?
Yeah, and like I said, I surprised myself because I didn't know I could do or want to do walking club more.
Yeah.
I thought 2 days would be fine, it'd be cool, but I really enjoyed it, and I just found motivation being more active. And I don't know if it's because it's more fun for me or I'm doing it with a group, whereas kind of meal planning and stuff is on my own.
Right.
But I did find more grace motivation and more like satisfaction with my physical activity at least.
Great. Yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying, that the social aspect of walking club is really motivational to you. That's just because it's really important to you that you have connections with some other people, because I know you recently went through a divorce. And I think that's really great that you found motivation in that, and that you're going to hopefully keep going to running club. Does that sound like it's in your future?
No, yeah, it's nice to socialize with other adults and stuff. And,
yeah.
I mean, I kind of try to think about maybe if like I said, with my kids and stuff, like I said, my friend meal plans. So I think partly what was holding me back too is I was a little unsure to do as much research into it, and I was a little unsure. But maybe if I did it with her, she showed me, but also it's more fun. I've been thinking about that, but again, I'm a little hesitant, but I've been thinking about that.
Great, yeah, I definitely hear your motivation that's really stemming from maybe working with other people, and I think that's a really great observation that you have for yourself, because it's obviously important to you. So I think that's a great idea for future goal setting. I think that you should really involve your kids, or your friend, or maybe both, so that you can all really make a connection through a healthy lifestyle together. So yeah, that's great. So yeah, did you want to talk about anything else today? Do you have any questions for me?
Well, I was feeling a little kind of down and kind of embarrassed to tell you I didn't reach my goal, but after kind of talking through it with you and you kind of telling, you reassured me a little bit more, and I feel more confident to be able to continue now.
Great, I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, the fact that you're setting multiple goals for yourself is extremely important. You have a lot of strengths as far as being social and just wanting to fulfill your children's lives and your life, and just by making healthier lifestyle choices. So yeah, I just want to applaud you for your first goal, and don't stress about not meeting your second goal, because you have plenty of time to make these changes. You just have to find the resources and the support to help you make these changes. So
Awesome.
great job, and I really look forward to our next session.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, hi Ashley, I'm glad you came in again today.
Hi.
Yeah, so I remember last time we set 2 goals last week. So the first goal was to limit eating out to 2 days per week. And then the other goal as well was to plan to meal prep for 3 days of that week.
Yeah.
So I want to know like how it went. How did that whole process go? Let's start off with limiting the eating out to 2 days per week. How did that goal go?
Yeah, so that goal went really well. I was really confident last week that I could only eat out twice a week. And so I did that. I accomplished that goal this week. And it made me feel really good because I just, considering my high blood pressure, I knew that I wasn't eating foods that were fried, that were cooked with a lot of butter and salt. So every time I thought about eating out, after I eaten out twice, I really just thought about how it was going to affect my heart and my health in the long term. And so it was really helpful to me to think about our conversation and how I knew I didn't want to eat out, but it was just a habit. So I'm glad that I fought the urge.
Great. So I'm glad that you were able to accomplish that goal. From what it sounds like, your strengths are you seem very aware. You're aware of, what's going on. You're putting inside your body. You're aware of how things may affect you. You're just very aware, which is a great thing to be. And you're also very focused. It's great that you're focused on accomplishing those goals and focusing on stuff like that. So let's move on to your second goal, and that was again meal prepping for 3 days out of the week. How did that go?
That was difficult for me, just because I didn't really know what my school and work schedule would be like, and I had some late nights at work because we had some special events going on. And with school, I had some extra assignments. So at night this week, I basically had no time. So I was only able to meal prep for one meal that lasted for 2 days for me. So I was kind of disappointed in just how busy I was. I was really excited to do some research and to cook because I've really been wanting to cook, but I just found myself sleeping in later than I wanted to, and that prevented me from meal prepping as much as I had planned on.
Yeah, well, I can hear your concerns with not accomplishing this goal right away, but again, change is not instant. It takes time, and there may be a few setbacks. But from what I'm hearing for you, though, you at least were able to meal prep for 1 day, and then which lasted, you said, like 2 days, I believe. So you were able to do some of the goal, but I can understand how academics, work, that just seems like a lot to kind of balance. So congrats on at least doing 1 day and really trying it out. So I can see, like I said, you're very focused on what needs to be done, and you seem also very determined, which is also a great thing to have moving forward with your goals, accomplishing your goals. So yeah. So what do you think were maybe some of your barriers? I know you did touch on it. You did say assignments, work, special events. Is there anything else that you felt kind of was a barrier you had to overcome, or something that you feel would come up again in the future?
Yeah, as far as barriers, I feel like I probably could have made time to meal prep at the end of the night. I was just kind of like really stressed out in my mind about how much I had done that day and how much I was going to do the next day, that it caused me to just go to bed instead of stay up and maybe, make one dish for my meal prep or things like that. And I definitely know that assignments in school and events at work aren't going to go away. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with the stress, and just like handling the stress as far as after I get off work goes.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is right now you just kind of got a lot on your plate between work and school, so it's kind of finding the balance. I do remember from our last session, though, you did say you do enjoy cooking and you love cooking. So I feel like with that kind of passion, you'll be able to move forward with your goals and, you know, accomplish meal prepping down the road. It's just everything just takes time, and you're on the right track from what I'm hearing from you.
Great.
So, also wondering, maybe have you identified any resources you could use? So that could be something in your community, people, or organizations, or anything that could help with the schools.
Yeah. At school, there's two different resources I know I could potentially use. Like I said, my classmates meal prep, and so I could maybe get some ideas from them and maybe meal prep with them on like a weekend before I have to go into work for the week. Also, just as far as handling my stress goes, I know that the health center at school offers some options for kind of how I could deal with stress emotionally. So I think I could utilize one or both of those resources just over time so that I'm not so stressed out and have the time to actually do the things that I love stress-free.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that there's several resources on campus for you being friends, and also on campus community organizations, on campus resources, I guess, that you could really utilize that you feel could help you reaching your goals.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm glad that you have identified some to help, because then, you know, although it's your change, you know, your health change and stuff, it's great to know you have other resources and there's people out there supporting you as well in this change. You're not alone. So that's good that you identified it. I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
So what do you know about yourself, you know, based on you accomplishing not eating out 2 days a week? You know, that was very good. You accomplished that goal.
Yeah.
Based on kind of that goal or any other experiences, what do you think could help with future goals? So, like I said, do you know some of your strengths or anything that you know now that could help with future goals, goal setting?
Yeah. So I know in myself that I know how important my health is to me, just knowing my family history, and knowing that my family has high blood pressure. It's important. Once I set my mind to the goal of not eating out as much and being able to like actually like make the action of not going and doing something else instead, I really felt like that was one of my strengths, and that's something like a physical like barrier that I was picturing between me and like eating out. That was like something I discovered, and yeah, I know that I can reach future goals because I'm really like feeling good about myself and feeling happier that I'm not eating out, and that I'm just taking the time to really think my actions through. I'm becoming more thoughtful and more aware of my feelings, so I think that'll help me deal with my stress as well in the future because I'm more aware of just what I'm feeling. I'm not really fighting it or ignoring it and really trying to work with it.
That's great. Yeah, and you point out some of the key things. I also think you seem very determined and focused and aware of your body, your health, things that are going on, and that's a great thing to have when moving forward. So I'm glad that you also can see that in yourself and see that progress. So yeah, that is all that I have for today. Unless you have any questions or concerns or anything specific or anything else you wanted to discuss today in our session.
I think we covered pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about today. I was really excited to tell you about my goal about eating out only twice this week, so it was fun to talk about that.
And you should be very proud because that is a big accomplishment. So I think you're on the right track, and good luck, and I'll see you on our next future meeting.
Thank you. Okay, I think I figured out what my problem is as far, like, I think I'm so stuck on summarizing that I don't use new words like determined, like you're determined and you're.
I kept repeating that though.
Yeah, but I feel like I didn't use those words once in my session.
I think you did. You said like motivated, and you said other words like that. I think. I don't know. I feel like
yeah, but I felt really like I accomplished a lot, and like even though I didn't accomplish my goal when we were talking about it, so you did a good job.
No, yeah, same here. Like, I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like, not like down, but like, you know, I was trying to play like, oh, it's feeling down, but yet you didn't really like, you weren't like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. You were just like, yeah, you did one day. That's what I used in my video. Was I heard you said it, and I was like, oh, that's smart. That's why I said that with me. Like, you can see one.
Yeah. I just,
so.
yeah, I think with appreciative inquiry, like using words like determined and you should be proud, like how you said at the end, like that was a good little touch to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
And I feel like it's motivational interviewing is good. Like I said, kept motivated. I haven't like
trying to build confidence.
Yeah, I felt better afterwards.
Yeah.
I know clients
actually
feeling kind of embarrassed of
right.
It can be, you never know.
Yeah.
But like I said, you made it an environment that was like you wasted one day, you know what I mean? It wasn't like you were
like you had to do it. Yeah.
I feel like we've both touched on really acknowledging your strengths and strengths as well. So I think we did a good job.
Yeah. Recognizing strengths was what I was trying to like talk about, but sometimes it's like hard to think of words.
And it's hard because like you're trying to like listen, you're trying to use like new words, but you're also making sure to like not being like you know what I mean, not being too straightforward and also incorporating other skills. So
it'll come with more practice.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did a good job. Cool.